Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation, been around about 5.5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We're now expanding our economy. That'll benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency because we give it to them free every month. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You come along, register, and we welcome you with open arms. We're also a non-separatist community. That means we don't separate people into groups based on where they come from, what they look like, what gender they are, or anything else. We simply see everybody as a human being, of one big family, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that, and that'll come straight after our opening prayer, which we're going to have in a moment, and that is there to help us find true happiness in life. That's different from pleasure and sorrow. You get peaks of pleasure, peaks of sorrow, troughs of sorrow, I suppose, and disappointments and happiness that is short-lived. And we class that as pleasure. It's what you get when you make that booking for your world cruise or buy the house you've always wanted, whatever it is you have that you've always wanted and are now going to have. But that doesn't last forever. What we're talking about is true happiness that is there with you throughout every day. You wake up with it and it keeps you in even calmness no matter what's going on around you. You always have that center to come back to, that inner joy that is ever new. And that is something that everybody seeks. Not everybody knows that's what's missing from their life, but everybody that hasn't got it knows there's something missing from their life. And it's something that you can't buy. You can only get it through loving service to other people. And that is what our little prayer is about. And it's a wonderful thing, when you're of service to other people, the more you go about life in that way, the more you'll find that everything else that you want and need in life will start to be attracted to you. You'll see doors opening that didn't seem there before and leading you to the right thing. And everything seems to now come in and be within your reach. And so that is what our little prayer is about and the affirmation. We're going to get started with that right now. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, so let's welcome you in, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. We are streaming live into Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly, X, and YouTube. And most people that are watching live watch in YouTube, but people watching the recordings can watch in any of those locations. If you're in YouTube or X and you're making comments, we can see them here in the app and answer any questions you may have. If you're on the live. If you're in Facebook, then you can do whatever you want with the comments, but we don't see them. It's just one of those things between the way Facebook works. And so you're best watching in either YouTube or X. YouTube is the most popular. So big welcome to you. Either way, you're equally valued, whether you're live or whether you're watching the recording. We know that not everybody can make 7 o'clock London time. It's just not convenient for everybody. Some people are asleep, some people are out working, playing, doing whatever. Okay, so we have a lot of people that do watch those recordings, but we have a few people that are in now. We have Chukwueze from Nigeria. We've got Ramachandra from Watford, letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. We've got Gary from St Albans in England. We have Don from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, and Nankiep from Nigeria. And I've no doubt that there'll be a few more people joining us in a moment, in the near future. But meanwhile, let's get the numbers out of the way so I don't forget to do them. So the last 48 hours, because we didn't have a live yesterday, in the last 48 hours, we had an increase of 8 in the 777 plan to 45,740. An increase of 34 in our registered members in We Share Abundance to 58,275. The same number, 34, increase in our active member count to 2,925. An increase of 1 in the Success Blueprint to 23. An increase of how many? 1 in the Easy Team Builder to 1,191. An increase of 10 in the Best Plan Ever to 1,204. And an increase of 2 in the ShareHope Powerline Plan Pro membership, paid members 767. An increase of 93 in Thinking into Reality, registered members to 3,854, and an increase of 25 in the bronze members to 1,335. And our community, our social media site, we had an increase of 743 to 17,414 registered in there, but they're not all active. But we did have an increase of 219 in our active members to 8,289. Okay, so those are your numbers for the last 48 hours. And we've got Einar in from Norway and Maureen from London in England as well that have joined us just now. Now, I was hoping that we'd got the all the changes made in the way that we present the plan for Thinking into Reality, but it's not happened for various reasons. Over the weekend I didn't get to it properly, and today, where I planned to do it, and then I realized I needed to go and do some banking, and there isn't a bank. You know, I have to drive for 50 miles to get to a bank. Crazy, isn't it? And so it took up most of the day, and I was hoping that I would have received the debit card from our American bank account, but it's not come through yet. They did say they posted it last week. Hopefully it'll be here soon, and I won't have to make those banking trips. I'll be able to use the debit card. But at the moment, the only way I can transfer funds from that account and use them to pay for bills and commissions and all the things that need paying is by depositing a check. And the only way you can do that is at a branch, and nearly all the banking branches have been closed down, so you have to drive for miles to get to a bank and deposit it, and they only send them once a week. But I found out it is on the Tuesday, so that's why I had to go today. I didn't want to leave it till tomorrow and miss the post, so It goes to their international branch, whatever they call it, and it should be processed, and we'll get it that way. But hopefully that debit card will come in the near future, and that will mean that we don't have to jump through hoops to do that. Obviously, when we get our own banking system in place, we'll be able to do things in a much more convenient and different way, and that'll apply to all of you people as well. You will have the same banking facilities that we have, not the same account. Obviously, you'll have your own accounts, and you'll be able to move money about, transfer it, withdraw it, spend it, do whatever, and that will apply no matter what country you're in, pretty much. I'm not sure if there are some countries that we will not be able to operate in. It's all down to sanctions and things, but generally speaking, we will be global, and so it is important that we get that done. But I've not done much with that. I've just been preoccupied with various other things that I had to get involved with. Okay. Vishal is still working on getting me able to provide you with products and Thinking into Reality. That is there. I did tell you that the your We Share Abundance link you need to add into your profile page, and that will show to all your downline in Thinking into Reality. They'll be able to then go there when they want to do their KYC, or if they just want to join. You want to get them to join We Share Abundance anyway, and ideally do their KYC, because when they do their KYC in We Share Abundance, after 7 days they are eligible to be placed in one of the thousands of positions we've got in the 777 plan. And when we get an increase in the 777 plan, it is because somebody joined and did their KYC about 7 days ago. And so the more people we have coming through and doing that, of course, it's going to boost that 777 plan, and you're going to see movement there that is generated through Thinking into Reality. Thinking into Reality, we are progressing, but it is slow. As you see, we had how many? Where's it gone? Here. We had, in Thinking into Reality, we had just 25 additions in the last 48 hours, so 2 days. We're only getting 12 people on average, something like that, a day into the bronze matrix. And when we've got to fill 2,000 positions, it's going to take six months at that rate to fill those positions. And of course, that means that people aren't getting their next month payment generated. So after 30 days, they're still waiting for their next month's payment, and that's not going to come through until they've got their 2 people, and it just slows the whole process down. So we could do with getting that boosted somewhat, it'll work regardless, but it'll work slowly if we're only getting 10, 12 people a day. Even 20 people a day is too slow, really. We need to be putting 60 or 70 people a day into the bronze membership, and we're not even doing that in registered members, let alone in people that are getting paid through. So it's working, as is the 777 plan, but we have too many people just hanging on. And that is why it's so important that I get this revision done, because it will be promoting it in a different way, and hopefully we'll be getting more people coming in that are going to be prepared to put their hand in the pocket first of all, get their $20 bronze, boom, they're in the matrix, good. And also refer a couple of people every month. And that is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for the right type of people. We can help anybody. But if we're helping hundreds or thousands of people that are not doing anything, it makes it very slow, okay? But you can jump that queue by putting your hand in your pocket, and also you can build it a lot quicker by personally referring a couple of people that also put their hand in their pocket and getting them to do the same. And you will find that it'll build very quickly if you do that. And that is what we're going to have to promote. We can help everybody, as I say, we can help people that I don't know how to phrase it really. People that aren't prepared for whatever reason. It might be a valid reason that they simply haven't got $20. But in most instances, it's simply because they don't believe it's going to work. And if we can make it work faster, we can expand that belief and create that belief, because people will see it. And so it is important that I get that done. I'll be working on it tomorrow. Okay. There are lots of other things I have to work on as well, but I am going to try and prioritize that and get it done. And then we can see how we go on in promoting that in that different way. Simply promoting it as $20 one time to create a lifetime income, something along those lines. It'll be a bit more punchy than that, but there you go. So that is that is where we are. Devyani is working on the Fun Miracles. We'll be able to promote that a lot more in the near future, because the first thing that we're getting done there is people will be able to win money playing the free games. Not a fortune, but I think the top prize at the moment, we're setting it at $10. But anybody that gets into that leaderboard in a week, the week will run from Friday to Thursday. So by Thursday, you'll have the leaderboard there, and all those people will receive cash into their available cash wallet. Cost them nothing. They've had a bit of fun, and they'll get $10, $9, $8 down to $1 for the 10th person on the list. And that is something that I think will help you and us to promote. To withdraw their funds, they'll need to be KYC verified, and that will boost the 777 plan. And it will also make them eligible, if they join TIR, to get into TIR, So everything can be working together if we do it in the right way, and we can attract people from different areas of desire, if you like, through promoting different programs, but they all lead into one another. Okay, we've got David in from Nigeria and Richard from Devon in England as well. So that's what Devyani is on, and that's what Vishal is on. And I want to get those trainings out. The first ones will be to the bronze members. We've got more of those, although the silver membership has increased. I think we launched with about 80. I've got a feeling it was 86, and I know we're over 100. I can't remember what the number is offhand, but I know we're over 100 now in there. So it's not, you know, moving that quickly. But once again, if we can get that bronze moving faster, it'll move the silver faster, and that'll in turn move the gold, and so on. So it is something that we can do and we can work on. And I've got some traffic coming that I'm testing. I don't think it's started yet. I'm told it should be starting this week. Let me just check and see if we've got anything coming in through there now. No, it's not started yet. So we'll see what kind of results we get from that traffic as well. And then we can share the traffic source with you. I have spoken with the owner because I have tried that source previously and it wasn't very good. Now, for whatever reason, and I've talked with the guy, and we'll see what happens with it anyway. Okay. Not really. Covers all I've got for you. I say today I've been running around, and I even did a critical error because I was just dashing to get it out, you know, send emails out, and of course the link didn't work because I didn't test it properly, and it was only a minor error, but it didn't work. There was a space in the link that shouldn't have been there, and so I sent out another email to everybody with the missing link, if you like, and that is you know, just one of those things, you know. It happens now and again when you send something out and it's not quite right. So anyway, we've done that, and that is promoting various different things. I think that TV program thing, whatever that's called, it was Treasure Island, and they're going to be running TV shows and promoting products through there. And of course, there's no cost involved in it. So it's something that I think everybody should get involved in. We do have it in the multiple income stream, so you can build your downline through there as well. And once again, it's something you can promote, and you can say to people, you know, my link is in the dashboard of We Share Abundance. You can join there totally free. Go into the multiple income streams and get your link for whatever it's called, Market something TV, I can't remember. Anyway, and then of course they've joined We Share Abundance, and when they're in We Share Abundance, you can message them and you can build that rapport with them, and you can explain that if they do the KYC, they'll get into the 777 plan, but they can do it quicker by sticking $5 in there, and so on and so forth. And then you can introduce them to TIR and all the other programs, but don't ram it all down the throat. You know, just be nice and steady with it and be as helpful as you can, and ask them if they're interested in making money, if they like playing games, you know, get them into the trivia site, and it's all there. I see we've got Bozina in with something. My iNet connection is so poor I'm not able to hear anything after midnight. I'll listen. Reply, have a nice time all. Okay, that is Bozina from Slovenia. So obviously the internet connection in Slovenia isn't too good. So there we go. So that is one of the programs, and that they are moving along with things there. I don't really understand how it all works. I've not had time to check it out, but there's lots and lots of videos you can watch that explain everything. I did see that I'd got some commissions, but I don't know what for. Okay. We'll wait and see. I think they've only got a dating thing at the moment, you know, and I'm not interested in the dating thing. I did my dating 50 odd years ago. Okay, so that's all done and dusted. They are going to announce something new. I've got a feeling tomorrow in their webinar, something that they claim everybody over the age of 18 needs and will want. I don't know what it is, but I did see that mentioned in the email that they sent, and I have forwarded that to all our members. And there's also a link to it in my blog, successlifestyles.com. So it is worth checking out if you've got the time and going through and just seeing what it's all about. And if you can get on the webinar, I've got a feeling the webinar is something like 2 a.m. Well, I'll be in dreamland at that time. So, but they always have the replay, so that'll be out maybe by Thursday or something like that if you can't make the live one. Okay, what else have we got there? Yeah, we've also got that that Frank's program that is pushing and just launched. And from what I gather from Frank, that is going pretty well. I've not really had a chance to check up on that, but they're doing the promotion for everybody. So you pay your money, you pay $20 a month. Yeah, $20 a month. I think it's 20, it might be 25. No, I think it's $20 a month. And for that, you're buying leads, basically. You're buying traffic, and it's allocated, and it all goes into it's a global matrix, like TIR, where everybody benefits from the people that join. And there is also a secondary matrix, which is a one-time $45. So you pay 20 and you pay 65 month one basically, and then $20 a month. But your $20 a month, I think you only need 2 people in underneath you. No, it's a 3-by matrix. I think with the 3 people, once you get those 3 people, you're in profit. So we'll have to wait and see how well it goes, but it's something that you don't have to worry about. You just pay your money, take your chance. And then, as I say, we have that Marketplace TV, I think it's called, that other one. Of course, we've got TIR, and there's something else I've got on that page, and I can't remember what it is. But they're all pretty simple programs. 2 of them are free, I think. Let me see if I can see what the other one is. I've got it here, I think. Yeah, we got Frank's program. Then we've got, oh yeah, it's MLM Rod. Been around for a long time, that. And I was talking to Ryan the other day actually about it, and it seems to be going quite well. And he's also pushing this Cardex thing. And obviously he's hoping for people to upgrade there, but you don't have to. But you can get this viral card, which you can then share with people, and it helps you promote things. That viral card is free. But if you want to get into MLM Rod, it's $15 one time, and you get continuous leads. You never know how good the leads are. leads are leads, and the best way to deal with the MLM rod ones is to actually contact them one-on-one. But it's up to you how you do it. You can email them all, but that's very much shotgun process. So that is the other one. That is that MLM rod. I know it's been around a long time, and it's probably 10 years ago or something like that when I got involved, and I did pretty well out of it. I brought a lot of people in way back, maybe 150 or so, which, not a fortune, but at $15 a piece, it's a couple of grand. So it's something that you can do. It's easy to promote, and it is a one-time $15. There are other levels. In fact, I think I've got the second level, but then it gets pretty, I'm not sure whether there's a third and a fourth or just a third. I think there's a third and a fourth, but they get a bit more pricey. Okay. Right, what else have we got here? We got Gary, $20 plus 45 and then 20 a month. Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. TIR is a million times better. I'm going to focus on that. Yeah, TIR is a wonderful program, but it does need more activity. And as I say, it needs me to get those changes made. It's not a change in the compensation plan. It's not a change in how it works, but it's a change in the way we'll promote it. And I think it will make a big difference. So we'll be getting on with that. I will also be pushing to see if we can get a few more positions sold in the banking thing. We do have enough to get started, but I'd really like to get the cards going as well. I do have, well, it's not actually scheduled yet, but I know we were talking about it, and that we would have a meeting on that with some of the people that are building that for us this week, and I'm not sure when. I'll probably get in touch with them tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll have a meeting maybe Wednesday or Thursday, something like that, and then I'll let you know what's going on there. But we could do really with getting a few more positions sold, but I've not promoted it for a few days, so we've not seen much coming in that way. So I need to do that. In fact, I sent out a promotion today, or not promotion as such, an email to people talking about it, the new members of Your Happy Place. So there was, I don't know, about 1,000 emails went out to those people, but they are, of course, very cold. I mean, we're not going to get an awful lot of response from, you don't get an awful lot of response from your cold market with just one email, and I don't want to push a lot of emails at them, but I give them the opportunity to join, and we'll see what happens. Okay. I think Gary probably knows more about this than me as well, actually, because I think he's in the Shining Stars program, which helped me to formulate TIR. TIR is similar in a lot of ways to the 777 plan, but it's been tweaked a little bit to be more like the Shining Stars program, and I think that is about to relaunch. It's been dormant for a few months, not through the fault of the Shining Stars people, but because the thing that they're promoting, which is Des Alps, has been doing a lot of restructuring. So we'll wait and see what happens with that, and how they get going, and what happens, and everything else. And I'll keep you updated with that. And if it seems to be worthwhile, then it's there. But I think, I can't remember how much it is now. Gary will tell us. It's about 150 $180 one-time payment, I think. It's under 200, but it's over 100. Okay, somewhere between 100 and $200 if you want to get involved. But once again, it is a sort of passive thing. They build on a global matrix, and once again, the more people that are referring people into that, the faster it'll work. But you will get a lot of people that don't do anything, and that is why I'm going to restructure the way that we are promoting TIR. We want to get, we want to attract more people that'll do something, more of them, instead of just saying, oh yeah, come and join, it's free, you don't have to do anything, which is fine. I mean, it's true, but it'll be very slow if that's the only type of person we're getting in. Okay. Gary says it's $145. Okay, I knew it was between 100 and 200. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. As I say, it's been dormant for a few months now. I can't remember really what Des Alps is about. I did look at it a long time ago. People wanted me to join it, and it didn't seem something that would be wonderful for our team, our members, our citizens, and so I didn't bother with it. But with the Shining Stars, I thought, well, we'll give it a try and we'll see how it goes. And as I say, that was useful because it gave us another angle to do what we were doing with the 777 plan with TIR. Okay, that covers it really, folks. I mean, I've been rambling on there about things that we need to do. They're not done yet. But we need to get them. Miracles, I don't think it'll be very long before that is up and running. We'll have the $2 games available in the not too distant future. Devian is working on it all. She's getting more conversant with that because the script is very different to the one that we use in all our other plans, and also the database functions in a different way. So that is the disadvantage of having outside teams do something, but we needed an outside team to provide something more attractive than our developers don't have skills in that area for developing a game, the game like we have. It was very expensive, but you have to pay that sort of money. We did look for lots and lots of different options, but that seemed to be the best one. But it was you know, an awful lot of money, and hopefully we'll be able to get that one working. And guys mentioned Shopping Mall. Yeah, Shopping Mall once again is waiting for me to do things with. Deviani has done phase 1. It's up to me now to get in and test it and add products in, and we're not going to be adding a lot, but once I get it sorted out, and maybe I'll put in 5 or 6 products, and then we can add a product a day or something once and then I can build it into my routine, and it'll be all done, you know, with checking things off that I have to do every day, like, you know, accounts and all the other boring stuff, you know. So there you go. We'll be here again all together on Wednesday, 7 p.m. London time, streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly, X, and of course YouTube. So until then, hopefully we'll have a lot of good news for you by then. There's no bad news with what we're doing. It's just sometimes things don't work as quickly as we would love, you know, and nobody would like it to work faster and better than me, I can assure you. But we will get there, and things are moving in the right direction, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Until then, share love and abundance. Get out there, see how many people you can get into TIR or into the 777 plan, or playing games in Fun Miracles, whatever, never lose an opportunity to help somebody get involved in one of these programs. It'll benefit them. God bless.